Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Fania Claresta Atkia. In this occasion, I'm going to deliver my speech about education. But before of all, let me show you one of picture from my PowerPoint. Okay, from this picture, maybe you think about the language they use that is different from us, and where does this cartoon come from and who create this cartoon. But maybe you have known that this cartoon is originally from Malaysia. But in this occasion, I'm not going to talk about uh, this cartoon, but I'm going to explain you about the education in Indonesia had ever become a mecca in Malay. Okay, maybe after I read my speech title, you are thinking about, you imagine about what I'm going to explain, or maybe you think about how is the continuation of my speech, or maybe you are curious of the content of my speech. So today I'm going to explain you about why did it happen and how did teachers and lecturers in Indonesia were exported to Malay. Let's go on to the first preview of mine. So why did it happen? Ladies and gentlemen, uh, at first, Malaysia was only having three people who graduated from S2, and it makes the government of Malaysia uh, was interested to import teacher and lecturer from Indonesia to teach in Malay in order uh, the competence of student in Malay is getting increased. It's also uh, because the competence of teachers in Indonesia was really interesting for Malay. So that's why there was a cooperation between Malay and Indonesia in education side, especially it's done by exporting teachers from Indonesia to Malay. The exporting of teachers in Indonesia to Malay begins with their competence that is really interesting for other countries that I have explained you before. That the competence of teachers in Indonesia is really interesting for Malay, so that they make a cooperation in education side. By that, New Order government exported teachers from Indonesia to Malay as part of the steps to normalize Indonesia-Malaysia relations in 1966. Besides um, the exporting teachers and lecturers to Malay is also one of direct requests from the government as a follow-up to the re-establishment of the friendship institution between the two countries. And the second is about how the teachers and lecturers from Indonesia were exported to Malay. So in 1968, the Minister of Education in Malay commissioned the recruitment of teachers and lecturers who could immediately be assigned to secondary schools and university in Malay. At the first stage, teachers and lecturers in Indonesia who registered at the Malaysian embassy exceeded the expectation because more than 100 teachers and lecturers from Indonesia were interested to participate in it. In fact, Malay would only take around 65 teachers and lecturers from Indonesia. Since the first stage of exporting teachers and lecturers, almost every year Indonesia government sent the teachers and lecturers to Malay until the numbers of exporting teachers and lecturers in Malay always increase. Going to the summary of this speech. So today we have discussed about why education in Indonesia ever become a mecca for Malay. First, I discussed about why did it happen, and the second or the last was uh, how did teachers and lecturers from Indonesia were exported to Malay. And the conclusion of this speech is the more cooperation we do, so the easier it will be for us to achieve something. So that's all my speech that I can deliver you in this occasion. Maybe if I have made many mistakes, please forgive me. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Don't forget to like and comment my uh, Instagram video of this speech. And I really need your comment for my speech. Maybe there is a mistake from my speech. You can uh, post your comment in the provided column. And see you guys.